Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I said that I was hoping to get this in really fast. To make this video really fast, but it's just that time one. So I'm gonna make this short. The second one very short. So hear me out. So on my last video, I said, never mind the trumpets, because I will talk about that some other time, because that's actually talking about between chapter 6 and chapter 6 and 9 of Revelation. Okay, Apocalypse. Okay, so it starts. Hold on. So on chapter 8, Revelation chapter 8, it started on verse 7. That's when the story of the seven trumpet, going all the way to chapter 9. That's where the seven trumpets. Sorry. You got to understand that trumpets means war. And we are right now in a spiritual warfare. Remember what I've been telling you. Please, you can go back to my video. I told you who was going to be the last president of the United States. Before the United States falls, that's coming to being. That's happening right in front of your eyes. Okay? Now, the coronavirus, as serious as you may think that it is, it's gonna go on by. It's gonna blow by. But what's coming down the pipe, this is where they're gonna get you. All right? And then that's when they're going. So they're working themselves. See, all the people that are supposedly dying and the mass graves in Iran, all of this propaganda that's going around, ladies and gentlemen, all of this propaganda that's going around, like the mass graves, and that is supposed to happen, it is supposed to happening in Iran, ladies and gentlemen, all of this, they're just sacrificing. They're putting a sacrifice to their God. Remember how these people work every 11 years. Remember the swine flu. It was 10, almost, it's going on 11 years. Here we are. 2009. Why? Because, again, I explained that to you, what 11 represents for these people. So please, don't think that I'm just some conspiracy theorist, some crazy dude. No. Please. This is as serious as a double heart attack, ladies and gentlemen. Now, why do I do that? Again, why? I mean, I live by the 10 Commandments, and they're right behind me. Love thy neighbor as thyself. I love my human beings. I don't care what you are, who you are, what color of your skin, whatever. Why? Because I do not despise, I do not hate humans. I despise and not necessarily hate but I despise what they, or I hate, let me just say it, I hate what we have become. We betrayed each other so easy. So life itself, our very existence, have become a freaking joke. And we constantly lie to each other. We cannot be honest to each other, not even for 1 minute. And if we are, we got something in the works. We're trying to rip some benefits out of it, out of our honesty. So we have honesty for sale. Freaking believable, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I make these videos. I don't make this video. I don't gain anything by it. See, you can say, well, of course you would like to make video, Ruben, because YouTube is sending you money. What money? Do you see the amount of subscribers I have? And besides, that's not my motivation. In fact, and this I promise before my Creator. I say these words before my Creator. I'm not interested to get to a level of subscriber where I can start making money, because then my message will be meaningless. Then you will attach this to that. Then you can say, what? You're doing it because of money? No. Do you know how many subscribers you need before you are even considered to start getting any percentage? And most of my video would not be considered advertisement friendly anyway. Because any videos that you make on coronavirus will be automatically demonetized anyway. So I'm not interested. I'm interested in you. That's who I care about. I don't want the devil to be laughing his heart out when watching other people dying everywhere from many different diseases. I mean, look what, didn't I say that they were going to come up with a vaccine? And the vaccine is actually the live virus, full of mercury, that not even a doctor knew it. I'm going to see if I can find you that link, where the doctor himself said, the mother said, doctors, do you know that there's mercury in the vaccine? And the doctor said, no, I didn't know that. They either play dumb, or some of them just don't know. They just give you the shots. Live viruses into our body, corrupting our bodies. So ladies and gentlemen, please, I don't do this for money. I'm not doing this for some self-grandazing or self, what? Doesn't even make any sense. I'm doing it because I love my human beings on this planet. And I'm going to fight for their and I'm going to make them think that they could save themselves by establishing not a relationship with me. Oh, no. You want to establish a strong relationship with your Creator, so that you might be considered to be part of the kingdom that He's going to bring, which is the very reason why we humans were created in the first place. Unfortunately, it is too late for the majority of human beings on this planet. And that's why the Creator is allowing Satan to play with life itself. Remember the conversation that Satan had with, that God had with Satan? I'm gonna go to Job again. Job. Job chapter 1. It's the book before Psalms. Job chapter 1 verse 7. He started a conversation with the devil, Satan. I mean, it is written the Lord, but that's not really his name. So you allow me if I read it the way it's supposed to say. It said, and the Lord, which is, and the I am said unto Satan, whence comes thou? And said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. Yeah, that's what the devil does. So all you see, all this spaceship that you see in the up in the clouds, the devil has highly sophisticated machines that you cannot even begin to fathom. You cannot even begin to imagine, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? 8. And God said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil? Number 9. Then the devil answered, then the devil said, does Job fear God for naught? So in other words, you think Job is fearing God because, or the I am for nothing? No, do this and you see what's going to happen. Then Satan answered, number 10, hast thou not made an hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. 11, but put forth thine hand, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. And then he started doing all of these things. Okay? What was the first thing he did? What the coronavirus is doing. Okay? He said, let us jump on verse, well, I'm going to read verse 12 anyway. And God said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of God. 13. And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. 14. And there came a messenger unto Job and said, the oxen were plowing and the asses feeding beside them. And then they started all of these things. Okay? And let us jump to verse 19. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness, and smote the four corners of the house, and he fell upon the young man, and they are dead. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. So, what is happening here, ladies and gentlemen? First of all, God is telling the devil, this disgusting thing, the bastard, yeah, go ahead. Touch. Go ahead, touch, yeah. Touch. Touch Job in all of his possession. Well, he did. But he said, but you know what? Do not try to take his life. So in another word, the devil needs permission from God in order for him to kill a human being. Because all lives belong to the life creator. See, what keeps us alive is the spirit. God created us, the almighty creator, the great I am, right? Then you have Rawak HaKodesh, the spirit, which is the heavenly mother that gave us breath. Then you have the son, Yahushua, who preserved us. Okay? So please, ladies and gentlemen, understand what is going on in this world. Do not kid yourself. We have been played with this coronavirus game because it was announced before they did it. There were drills. Anyway, you're going to see that. So if this doesn't wake you up, there's nothing else I can do for you. Doesn't mean I will stop making videos, because the prophecies are fulfilling themselves right before our eyes. So this man-made virus, we are a walking virus ever since we sinned against God. So men have used what we become. Well, actually, when we die, that's what we become, right? A freaking virus. That's why they have to burn up our asses or bury us 6 feet under, right? So become one with we become one with the earth again, right? But take a look at this. Check this out. So the devil's disciples, Satan's minion who rules this planet, except that the tip of the pyramid hasn't come down yet, which is right behind your dollar bill, which will soon be destroyed. It will be burned. In fact, there are banks around the world that are not taking any cash anymore. Are you aware of that? Do your research. Okay? We are living in the last day, whether you want to believe it or not. I'm here to tell you the truth. You can take it any way you want. You can say, well, that's not what I learned. That's not what my grandmother taught me. That's not what science teach me. Like a young man, remember Nacho Libre? Remember that young man said, I believe in science. When you believe in science instead of God, you are the devil. You become one with the devil. And he just watches you until now he's got a reason to destroy you, because you belong to him now. And that's what this whole, he's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the whole wide world in his hand. He's got the whole world. Remember? It's not God. God doesn't have to. It is his creation. But right now, who's ruling on this? This is the devil's time. He's ruling. Okay? Or as Bob Dylan said on one of the links that I sent, the chief. And then he said, I was just playing. No, you wasn't. Everybody has to sell their soul when they become part of Hollywood. That's why they become drug addict. That's why they come out of the closet. Because you have to submit yourself to be violated by men, and they tape you. Okay? That's why they call sodomites. Okay? So Sodom and Gomorrah, Noah's time before the flood has nothing on this world. This is the most evil human civilization on this planet. And the game is so strong and so big that you don't even see it. It comes from all angles. In fact, you probably think that Russia and China and Iran, they hate America. No, they are all in this thing in this game called coronavirus. Oh, and don't forget the global pact that the Pope is going to have on May 14. Do you think that this is all a coincidence, ladies and gentlemen? Do you see what's taking place right before your eyes? Or are you going to say, or trying to justify it away, or just explain it away? Not so fast. The dark forces know that the days on earth are numbered before they are punished forever, everlasting unto everlasting. So please don't believe that these people care about humanity. They show you everything that they're going to do either in cartoons in The Simpsons before they actually do it. All hell is about to break upon this planet as a sacrifice unto the God of this world. A lot of people are going to die, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people on this planet. It has been prophesied in the Bible before the son of perdition is revealed. Remember, before we declare war on Iraq, we had to sacrifice, the two pillars to the God of this world, which is Satan. I hope this is not too deep for you to understand it. I hope this is not big. This is not too. That's why I send you the links, so you don't think that this is some nut job that just escaped from the insane asylum. This is real. Take a look at it. Analyze it. In fact, the game has been so perfectly played on humanity that this is the reason we celebrate Christmas, which is a devil pagan day, which I have made video on that, which has come from Semiramis, Nimrod. That's why we celebrate those pagan holidays. Easter, which is connected to Semiramis, Easter, right? All being pushed by the first beast. They are all sun worshippers. That's why the Roman Catholic Church is going to come out very soon with a Sunday law. Sun, which is the sun, they put it right in your face, ladies and gentlemen. When you go to these churches, you are actually worshiping the devil, because you are worshiping the sun. You are worshiping creation and not the creator. That's Satanism. And yet we wonder why bad things are happening on this planet. Why they have the right, they feel the right to play all of this game, because you are obeying their master. So we go celebrate Christmas, Easter, New Year's Eve. What is it? Good Friday. We celebrate what else? St. Patrick's Day, which is coming up. It's sad, really, ladies and gentlemen. And yet we wonder why we are going through this. And yet we wonder why we fight over toilet paper in a supermarket. See how ridiculous? How low can we go? Lower than animals, the Bible says. May the Creator bless you. And may you follow this truth. And remember, the truth has three faces. It goes to three phases. First, it is ridicule. Second, it is violently opposed. And two, it is finally accepted for what it is. The truth never changes. So remember their model of operation. Problem, reaction, solutions. In fact, China is already saying that they got a vaccine for the coronavirus. Look how fast. You see how they play? You don't feel play now? Where the virus came from Wuhan, which was predicted in The Simpsons, just like Donald Trump presidency was prophesied in The Simpsons. Ladies and gentlemen, now all of a sudden, China said that, hey, we have a vaccine now. This is the matrix that I'm trying to wake you up from. Will you follow this truth? Will you follow, not me, the truth? Then after you follow the truth, then you follow me. Then you're not going to follow me. We will walk together. Then you will become a leader. You will become a fisherman of men. Then you will be a true, free human being. Just like he says in John 8, verse 32. And they shall know the truth, and the truth shall make them free. May God bless you always.